Rocky Tiger here, coming at you live from the BeyondVanilla server once again, and I think we're on episode 9, so that is so far so good. Pretty happy with where we're at so far. I've got a couple of things going on. We're gonna go and check out something that one of the other Beyonders wants to show us, and then we're gonna go and look at my newest project that I've decided, foolishly probably, to undertake, and I may have already bitten off more than I can chew, but we'll get to that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to build out, and it's something that's going to start pretty much right here at the spawn island. But first, we're going to go hop through the nether over to Maple's base and see what it is that she wanted to show us. And this, the nether hub, looks completely different, and as always, I need to make sure I'm carrying torches around. Admiral Aura has been hard at work completely revamping our nether hub, and I gotta say, I love it. Instead of having, just a mess of signs everywhere, right now we've got, well, look whose head that is right up there. It's me, and a lot of name tags, which kind of work, just look at them and see, okay, Skew, Admiral Aura, the Stronghold, the Guardian Farm, just shows everything that's down the different directions. But I think the one that we want is, no, not that one, the west one. I think Maple's base is this way. Mesa, Mallow's Island of Wonder, Clarky. Yeah, but this is the direction we need to head. This is where Maple's base is. So we're gonna be hopping off this way and seeing what it is that she wants to show us. Work in progress, please no peeking. Alright, let's see what it... There's a floating head here. There's a dancing arrow. That won't ever despawn. I don't know why that's so amusing. It just is, but that thing is going spastic all over the place. So it's just been here. It's just been here for a couple days. Found all the lag on the server. Maple has a magic dancing arrow. It's definitely a work of art, and she'll be memorialized on YouTube forever. Oh god, it is very loud here. I think this actually might be the real source of lag on the server. Oh god. Good luck getting them out. I think there's probably a few hundred villagers in there. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oop, wrong button. So you're gonna see how many entities am I looking at right now, or in this direction. Can I close the door? No, I can't even click on it. I can't find it. Alright, back off to our secret, but not secret for very long, much longer project at spawn. So, down the hole we go, and this is what I've been working on. I have dug out a massive tunnel. I guess it's not really that massive, and started working on this area, which, as you can probably guess, is underground because we are starting work on the BeyondVanilla Railway Network. I've been watching way too much Rendog lately and saw his world tour of the Survival Rail, I think is what it is, the SRN server, and I always used to love building rails in Minecraft. It's actually one of the first things that I did when I started playing this game several years ago, before I actually really started getting more serious about it in a single player survival world. I built what I thought at the time to be a massive rail. Looking back at it, I can't really tell you how long it really was. All I know is that it took about 6 or 7 minutes to get from one side of the rail to the other. So in the great scheme of things, probably not that big. But I love building rails in Minecraft. I think that trains and railways are just a ton of fun and could be a really great way to get around the server. So that's what we're going to do. So right now we are Right now we are beneath the surface of the spawn island, and we have dug out this tunnel because this is going to be the first station in the network. And I'm not entirely certain about the redstone on how the minecarts are going to get dispensed, and I don't have enough iron right now to even start placing down rail, but what I can start is I can start on this tunnel. So that's what we are going to do. I think the palette that I've decided for this part of the tunnel is going to be using a lot of spruce, and I haven't really gotten further than that. Probably a lot of spruce and a lot of stone or smooth stone, maybe some stone bricks. It's just kind of the palette that I've been going with a lot of stuff on this server. It's a palette that I'm familiar with, so I think that's the direction that we're going to go. And this particular branch is facing, I believe this is facing south, so that's going to be headed from our spawn island out towards the water. Literally right on the other side of that wall is the ocean, where it'll go and become some glass and then breach the surface before it starts heading further to the south. I think that's what we're thinking so far. We haven't gotten very far in this thought process. And like I was afraid of, we've turned this into a mob spawner. So this is kind of what I'm thinking so far. If I could actually get a torch on. Alright. This is kind of the idea that I've got so far. Go ahead and fill in these stairs. If I could actually place them the way that I want them to go. So we have one line coming in, one line for going out, and these little recesses with all the lighting, and we'll have a stone brick wall separating the two lines and 5 blocks between until we get to a lantern, which will also coincide with a recessed area, although that actually, I kind of like the way that that looks. I might throw some, just the way that that actually, it looks kind of like destroyed a little bit. I might leave some parts like that and just kind of give it a, you know, hey, it's a torn up sort of look to it. Maybe toss in like stairs and stuff in there, just to break up the kind of monotony of the overall build, so that way it's got, you know, it's got more depth to it. That's the word I'm looking for, depth. So it'll be something kind of like that, but the basic palette itself, or the basic template, is going to be stone brick, recessed, and then you'll have this set up just for all the lighting, and it's going to continue on all the way down to the end of this section. Alright, that is basically one side done. More or less. I still need to get the roof, and I still have an entire other side to do and to fill, so it's gonna take some time. About an hour or so later, and it's looking pretty awesome. I left most of the ceiling as just stone, got rid of all of the granite and diorite and andesite that was up there, and replaced it with stone bricks, and then cut a path down the middle section that I just put some smooth stone slabs to give it some contrast. And honestly, I am really pleased with the way that it's turned out. It is looking pretty fan-freaking-tastic. I love just the depth of it. It kind of looks like it goes on forever. And of course, really, it only goes on for, probably not even 200 blocks. But it is a start. And we've got our station right here where the tracks will run off from. And I'm excited. I am stoked to be working on something as a big project like this. It's going to be fun to try and actually get all of the redstone in place that's going to go underneath the floor here, and then to go and get all of the iron that I'm going to need to be able to craft up all of those rails. That is going to be a challenge. We might have to work on getting ourselves an iron farm going on the next episode. For now, though, I know it's a little bit short, but that's literally all I have time for today. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to call it quits for the night. I'm going to hop back on tomorrow, and we're going to try and see if we can build ourselves an iron farm so that we can actually start working on maybe getting some rails down and get the rest of the redstone components that we need. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Maple is up to something, and she won't tell me what it is. And I'm a little worried because my secret project is right down here and she's right down there. So it's the next morning, and today's plan is to journey through the Nether back to my base, where we are going to start working on an iron farm. It's something that I have been putting off. I've never built one before, but with the iron golem and villager village mechanics having changed in 1.14 and continuing to change, I did not want to build one until they kind of stabilized. The way that iron farms work has flip-flopped and kind of changed 3 or 4 times just in this update, so it didn't seem worth it to spend a whole lot of time and effort trying to build something that would probably stop working when the newest version came out. But now I think they've kind of settled on how it's going to work with 1.14.3 with the scared villagers and zombies sort of iron golem summoning method. So we're going to go and work on building a small iron farm so we can start collecting that and actually start getting all the rail necessary to start this massive project. My first attempt at getting a zombie up in there was unsuccessful. So it's nighttime again, and we're going to try again. Actually, I don't think it's actually night yet. I think that's just my shaders making it look like it's dark, and it's not really. Alright, here we go. He's seen me. He's seen me. Okay, let's kite him over this way. Come on. Come on. You're gonna become Zombob. Let's go. The spider saw me too. And a stray. And a creeper. Crap. Alright, let's hope we can do this without getting shot off a million times. I hate skeletons, and that creeper has seen me as well. But we've got a zombie kited up here. Come on. He's in the hole. Boom! No! Holy crap. Ah! Where did you come from? Okay, it's dangerous here. I'm gonna go sleep and hopefully despawn some of these mobs, because I should be just outside the range where they will naturally despawn. Alright, that should have gotten rid of them. We were at about negative 2100, and now we are definitely outside the despawn range. So I'm hoping all those creepers will be gone, and we should have Zombob up there by himself. They didn't despawn, which is annoying. What experiments am I running? Iron Farm. Let's go ahead and throw some torches down around here. That'll make me feel a little safer. And there he is, Mr. Zombob, in his little prison. So this is an Il Mango design that I'm working on. Basically, we're going to get 3 villagers over there, and we're going to get 3 villagers over here. And when the villagers get scared, when they are stuck right here, they'll see the zombie. The zombie will scare them. The golem spawning platform is going to be up here, so the golems will spawn on this layer of blocks, where they then will get pushed off, and into lava they will go, where we will be able to get our iron. So we are going to grab some villagers, and we are going to cart them up and drop them off right there. Okay, villager number 1. Let's see if we can get him in his spot. Well, he's detected his little composters. And up he goes, and stop just shy. See if I can nudge him a little bit. That's 1. We're just gonna grab ourselves some ice, because we need it to make water streams. Yes! Oh, that's horrible. I feel slightly bad, but only slightly. So the only thing left for me to do now is to just AFK here for a little bit. It should be all set up and ready to go. Got the redstone section in place, got my, don't mind that, it's my ugly chests. That was the quickest and dirtiest way of doing it. We've got another iron golem up there, so that's exciting. So I'm just gonna dig a hole right here, and I'm gonna AFK here for a little bit and see how much I can get in about an hour. So one of the things about running a Minecraft server is that there are always issues that you have to work through, and today, just now, I had to deal with probably the most catastrophic of all the ones that I've had to deal with so far, and that had to do with the DynMap plugin. The one that I was so excited about getting to show off, our fancy map, ended up bringing the server to a literal standstill. DynMap works by creating tile files, and it creates, I don't know what the resolution is, but I'm sure that the higher the resolution is, the more files that it ends up creating, but it creates them for the different chunks. And so what happened is that our particular server and our host has a limit on the overall number of files that you can have before before it can't take any more, before you can't create any more files, before you can't update any more files either. And we reached that limit because of the DynMap files. So it literally stopped everything from working correctly. And I'll show you a quick clip here of part of the issue that I'm talking about. This is going to be probably one of the weirdest bugs ever. So obviously all of this worked just fine, but some other players were experiencing a problem where they were logging out, and when they logged in and were back where they were when they had first logged in this morning. So this is odd. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm in creative mode right now. I'm going to log out. Now I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to log in. And I have popped over to where I had started this episode. All of my inventory reverted back to what it was as well. This is very strange. So as you could see, I logged out in one location, and when I logged back in, I was logged back in at the location where I had logged in at the very beginning of the day. Which is where I had kind of signed off for the night last night. And it did that to every player who was on. Now, the thing is that it still allowed certain things to stay in place. Thank goodness. My iron farm is still functional and still here. So I can still... I say, my zombie's burning up. No, he's not. So I can still get my iron, which is awesome. But what I couldn't do was log off where I was AFKing, which was right down here. And then when I logged back on, I popped up in a completely wrong spot. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. I was really excited about the DynMap plugin, but at the end of the day, I'd rather play Minecraft and have the players have a good experience playing Minecraft. And so if in this situation it means that we can't have DynMap running on our server, then that's just the way it's going to have to go. And you know what? There were a lot of other issues that it was causing in terms of lag, in terms of... some players had concerns about spoilers for their builds, so I'm okay with losing out on DynMap. It's a cool feature, it really is, and if you have the server that you want to run it on, I would definitely say go ahead and run it. I just would rather not have it and not have any of the issues than to try and continuously tweak it so that it's still playable. So we're okay without it, I think. I think we'll all be just fine. On a different note, my iron farm is done, and I am super happy with it. I'm going to pillar up with diorite, actually, because I've got more of those blocks. And let's see if we can actually... Oh, we're way too close. Oh, that is one thing that annoys me about 1.14. I don't know why, but you can't really pillar straight down off of your own pillar. It pushes you too far away. Let's see if we can see another iron golem get spawned in here. I'm wondering if these villagers have had a chance to work or to sleep. I'm wondering if this contraption on the back may not be giving them enough time of hiding the zombie for the villagers to be able to do the tasks that they need to complete in order to allow the golem to spawn. I am just going to carry some scaffolding around with me from now on so that I actually remember that it's a thing that I can use, because it's way more useful than dirt blocks or diorite or anything else. And as soon as that happened, the villagers worked, which means that they will now, most likely, immediately start spawning in some golems. Well, it was working. I had iron coming in. I don't know if it's not spawning any in right now just because it's a random occurrence, or if there's some issue with the villagers being able to get to their workstations, whether or not they can see the zombie and actually get scared. I'm not certain what the problem is right now, so I'm going to have to go back and review Ilmango's tutorial to see if there's anything on here that I'm doing incorrectly. The only reason I've got those blocks up there is because I couldn't remember if the water would freeze. Even though it's flowing water, I couldn't remember if that would still freeze because they are source blocks, so I put the water or those blocks up there. It shouldn't make a difference because this should be a stackable design, so the the iron golem shouldn't be able to spawn up there because those are bottom slabs, but I was thinking that by now I should see them start to spawn in here. So as always, I'm gonna have to go and do some research and look at some stuff and see if something is wrong, but I don't have any time to do that today, so I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching!